Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. We are now joined by someone who's broken the real estate record in Dubai. Conor McKay has sold the most expensive and luxurious villa in a city for a whopping 280 million dirham price tag. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
We are at all.
Okay, so obviously this wasn't your first sale, right?
Correct.
So tell us about your journey into real estate and how did that all start?
It's a funny journey because I came to Dubai approximately about 5.5 years ago. And first of all, it was a lot of rejection. Before even coming to Dubai, I was turned down by 3 other real estate companies because I was classified as too young. So to get a role here was quite challenging at that time. There was no brokers, coming here at 19. They were all experienced in their 30s, whatever, late 20s. And they all had, 3 or 4 years of experience in real estate in this market, while I genuinely had none. So it was a challenge, but I got lucky, I suppose. Someone seen a bit of something in me and potential in me, yes. So I just really went on from there. I started off in leasing like anyone else would do in Jumeirah Park and Jumeirah Village Triangle actually at the time, and just worked my way up, I guess.
It's so interesting because we are in a city of people coming to make it big in real estate, right? And it's so interesting that you use the word luck, because would you call it luck or would you call it hard graft?
No,
like, honestly.
Look, it's hard. It is hard graft, but I'm a big believer in you make your own luck. Obviously, everyone needs an element of luck. All the successful people, there is an element of luck, but definitely it's been hard work. And obviously, when coming here at 19, I wasn't able to go out. I kept getting turned away from places because I was too young.
Oh, like out.
So, so that just motivated me more. I had nothing else to do but work. Literally, just head down, blinkers on, and
eyes on the prize.
Eyes on the prize.
It's all the Irish luck over here.
I wish it was down to Irish luck, to be honest, but that would have made things maybe easier. But
hard graft.
yeah, hard
Okay,
graft.
so some of the villas that you sell, do you see and go like, this is not worth the price tag? Or do you go like, you know what, yeah, it matches, it goes, like I'll be able to sell it?
Obviously, you do come across certain properties where sellers do get a little bit excited, think that their property is the absolute best in the world, not just in the city. But my job is to manage their expectations. My job is to educate them what is sold, what's available in the market, what you can get for your money elsewhere on different communities, which make a buyer may look at while looking at their property. Yes, of course, there's properties I've been to where they say a price and I'm like, yeah, okay, no, you're dreaming. You're not going to achieve that. But in today's market, there has been conversations with sellers. Oh, I don't think you'll achieve this price, and I get them an offer maybe 10% more than they actually want to. So the way the property market's going in Dubai at the moment, it's going up. So it's hard to know sometimes what. Again, I always say something's only worth what someone's willing to pay for it.
So it's a seller's market in Dubai.
Yes,
but let's talk about the record. 280 million for this palatial, custom built, 33,000 square foot. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Villa on the Palm. It has 7-star spa facilities.
Yes.
Tell us about.
She's not obsessed at all.
Don't want a tour. That's not why you're here. Tell us about how does it work? So, is there a couple of people vying to sell that? Because obviously there's going to be commission involved. Like, how many people are involved in the sale of this place?
Look, well, I knew about this property before anyone else in the market. I've known the seller for quite some time. I built up a great relationship with the owner of the property. I was there the full progress of when he was starting to build it until it was actually handed over. And this property was never for sale, so it was never on the market type of thing. I had almost convinced him, and he had says that I'm never selling, but I will only sell if I get a figure. So yeah, we ended up getting that figure. We ended up getting that figure. So that's the only reason why it was sold. To be honest, it was completely off market. A lot of people didn't know about it. A few of the top brokers in Dubai, I had sent the a select video to, and yeah, So there we are.
So you say you had to convince them, right? And you have to convince a lot of your customers to like sign the deal with you, trust you on this. So what are these key like tips? Yeah.
I think obviously having a track record in performance as well. So it helped that I had sold a property who a friend of his. So first of all, that was that was an insight into him obviously giving it to me and trusting it with me. Also, not only that, I went one step further. So I got quite friendly with the architect of the property, and the architect of the property was a good friend of the owner. So then I had two avenues in. So I just wasn't going in cold feet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, like this business comes down to building relationships, and once you build them relationships and bridge the gaps from maybe a cold call, it's a completely different outcome.
We're talking about how you have sold not just this property. Obviously, you have a great record. Who is buying these properties? Like, are we residents? Are we buying these million dirham properties, or is it people from abroad?
I think we're seeing, certainly in the past 18 months, we're seeing an influx of people coming abroad, from Europe, from Asia, China, from UK,
Okay.
and other countries in the US as well for tax reasons. But after COVID, there's definitely been a more influx of Europeans coming to Dubai.
Okay, so
But obviously, of course, there is still residents who
Level up.
level up. Yeah, shall
A
we say.
nice house for the kids and the dog.
Exactly. Or a few dogs.
Dog. Oh, the dream.
oh my god, that's Casey. She has a dog, and all she dreams of is of a big
I've got 3 dogs.
yard,
So we'll move to the farm. We'll get our mansion. We'll put the dogs there.
a mansion
dream.
just for the dogs. So how do you build your database?
On referrals. Literally on referrals, yeah. So how I probably moved out of leasing properties in Jumeirah Park and JVT, I ended up in Emirates Hills because one of the owners, he had an investment property in Jumeirah Park. I rented that out for him. He liked the service which he got, so he says, well, look, I'm moving from Dubai for a few years. I'm going abroad. Can you help me with my property in Emirates Hills? I didn't know the area at all. I didn't know anything really about it, but I says, yeah, I'll help you with it, and I'll make a point to drive around it, make sure I know exactly where it's at, all the positives, the negatives, look into the market of what's transacting, what's not transacting, prices range, and I ended up getting it away in 1 week. So after that, again, I was referred to his friend, his cousin, his brother, and it just went from there. So literally, I built it on purely referrals.
How do you've hit a peak in a career when you've the rest of the property market, you've gotten the record. At a young age, do you consider, I hope that's not offensive.
No, not at all.
Do you need to stay grounded with kind of massive commissions coming in?
Yeah, of course, it's very important to stay grounded. I'm lucky because I love what I do, genuinely love what I do. So for me, it doesn't feel like a job. I love being able to broker deals. I've always been selling things since a young age, whether it was snacks and sweets and drinks in school, to golf clubs online, to obviously real estate now. But yeah, it's very important obviously to stay grounded, because in a city like Dubai, it's very easy to get your head in the clouds a bit. So yeah, you do need to stay grounded, of course.
So this villa in specific, the commission was 6 million.
I'm not going to disclose.
Is that true?
I'm not going to
Rumor has it.
I'm not going to disclose the exact price. It's not fair to do that.
But usually, what's the percentage of commission for these high-end price tags?
Buyer pays, and any transaction, usually buyer pays 2%, depending on if you have an agreement with the seller as well. So usually if you're an exclusive broker for the property, the seller pays a commission as well. We're starting to see that trend more often now, because it's a seller's market. We're usually seeing sellers picking top agents, and obviously they will incentivize them by paying a certain commission, whatever is agreed between both parties, of course, broker and seller.
You may or may not be aware they're actually doing a Real Housewives of Dubai, which is a really famous show in the States, and they're bringing it here. Selling Sunset is something that we both watch and love. what is the possibility of us getting a show like that here? You could lead it, show them the nice houses, because surely the real estate here is like phenomenal in comparison to other houses.
Maybe there's something already in motion.
Oh my God.
I can't disclose anything, but maybe there's something in motion. No, look, obviously, in the past 18 months, Dubai has been in the spotlight for so many different reasons. How they handled COVID has been absolutely fantastic. As I said, that's one of the big reasons why people, these European buyers, these American buyers, people from overseas are moving here. And with that, people want to know in the world, why are you moving to Dubai? So what better way to showcase it than something like Set in Sunset here? So let's see what happens in the future, in the close future.
So for you, what is the dream? You know, at the end of the day, right now you're doing so great, touch wood, and you have, I mean, you are going to progress just from here. So what do you see for yourself like 10 years down the line?
Honestly, I'm not thinking too much of that.
Just go with the flow.
Go with the flow for now, but I just take every day as it comes. So I have a a vision, but I'll keep it to myself. So I'll get a great sense of pride once I accomplish that I've told no one else. I know that I've done it myself.
Do you have a vision board where you just...
I don't have a vision board. To be fair, it's more up here. I don't actually set it out.
Okay.
I'm very goal-orientated and target-orientated, where I've got my little book. I've got my goals for the start of the year.
Oh,
So I'm very goal-orientated and target-orientated. But in terms of a vision board, probably, I guess, it's just in my head. I just think, okay, that. And then I'll remember as I go along. But not actually on a board. Some of my friends actually, they have a proper vision board with, maybe a watch they want, or a certain thing they want to pay off, or a car, or whatever it may be. But yeah, some of my friends do, but I haven't actually sat down to do a vision board.
We've touched on it before. We want to jump into a game real quick, but I just want to say that your story will be so inspiring to all. Like, I know so many people who work in real estate here, and you are going to be that kind of like dream, like work, graph, because I know so many people have entered the real estate market and then left because they realize in the first 6 months they do the exams, it's not easy. Do you have any insight that you have learned that you would kind of like bestow onto the viewers?
Literally, don't get caught up in Dubai lifestyle, number one, if you're new to real estate in Dubai, because real estate in Dubai is commission based. You usually don't have a salary. So any of the big companies will not give a salary. Maybe some of the smaller companies will offer a salary. But even if you're coming into real estate and you're looking for a salary, you should ask questions of yourself rather than of the industry. You just got to get your head down, work, and literally just be on the phone constantly. It's a numbers game. The more phone calls you make leads to the more meetings you make. The more meetings you make leads to more listings lead to more viewings leads to more offers leads to more deals, which equal more commission. So it's a numbers game. Work hard, keep your head in it, and just show up. A lot of people don't show up.
Show up. I think that's such a primary factor. But before we head into the game, one last question for you. So what trends do you foresee in the Dubai's real estate market?
I think we'll still see prices increasing over the next 12 months. It's a strong market. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon, to be honest, especially what's happening in Eastern Europe at the moment. Things have gone quite upsetting there. So I think that's only going to benefit Dubai. Dubai's always open for everyone, and they're always welcoming everyone of all different states, different nationalities, different circumstances. So I think we'll see an influx of people coming from there. But yeah, prices will probably still increase over the next 12 months. So
didn't want to hear that.
make sure you've got a good broker negotiating your rental agreement.
Or we become real estate brokers and do it ourselves.
Or Connor, we just add you to our speed dial.
Okay, let's jump into a game that we've worked very, very hard on you. It's called Price. Okay, so we're going to play a little game with Conor McKay, who has the record for the most expensive villa in Dubai, 280 million dirham. What we're going to do is we're going to show you villas from around the world.
Okay.
They're coming up on the screen beside us, so everyone can see them here. But I'm going to show it to you here. Okay, so the first one we have...
Oh, this could be so bad.
It's in Los Angeles.
It's in Los Angeles.
That's all.
Is that on the beach?
Let's say it's beach frontage, yeah.
Okay, so if it's beachfront, it's probably
In their house.
towards Malibu, which I would figure a guess that depending on location, if it's Malibu, it could be probably 250 million dirham.
Ooh.
How much is it?
I don't know. The
Now-
picture's not that clear.
I'll be honest, our game is not detail oriented because we don't actually have beach frontage or rooms. So the price of this villa is 80 million apparently.
Well, that shows you how much I know. I'll stick to Dubai. And it's funny, I'm actually doing a deal in LA for $10 million. And so, yeah, I better not tell the buyer that.
So just like, yeah, maybe take it down a notch.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, the second one is located in.
London.
Okay.
What do you think of our photos, by the way?
Much lower, by the way.
Could do with a few more photos. Rather than a picture of a sofa.
I'm gonna say, we'll talk to Shahir, who's our producer, who's not in today.
Yeah.
We
maybe
need more
picture-
photos, Shahir.
Shoot them through WhatsApp.
Can you tell me like a street where it's at, or I don't know, something a bit more?
It's a very rando game. You just have to like throw in numbers.
Unfortunately, we do realize
Unfortunately.
that it doesn't have the detail required to complete the
Do we
game.
know how many bedrooms it is?
No.
Couple.
Wow. Okay.
Let's
a couple.
3 million worth of bedrooms.
Well, you just told me the price. 3 million.
Where's the bedroom? Okay, let's go through. We're going to skip the next London one because
Okay.
it doesn't even look like a home. And we're
No.
going to go, we have two
These are-
more.
yes.
These are Dubai homes.
Okay, that's Jumeirah Islands.
Yes.
The mansions in Jumeirah Islands. So I'd hazard a guess probably 12 to 14 million dirham.
Another target. 14 million.
The man knows the game.
We didn't need to give the details. Okay, final one of price that had. Also Dubai located.
Where is this now? I would hazard a guess of between 4 and 7 million.
Oh,
No.
no. I'm going to say it's on a golf course, but I don't know.
Okay, so maybe Jumeirah Golf Estates then. 12 million dirham?
We have it listed at 18.
18.
Connor's going to
Oh,
get
I think
you.
the broker needs to speak to the seller on that one.
Oh.
We're going to be having a maybe. So should we actually go and? No, it's too expensive.
But we don't know what's inside.
I don't know. I'm only seeing one
Yeah.
picture to be fair, so.
Okay, next time we play,
Yes, we will up our game.
we'll up our game.
Yes,
We need to come to work.
So I got one right, 2 right.
You got two right.
Okay.
That was a brilliant game. Thank you for playing Price That Pad with us.
Thank you.
And we know it's a very busy week for you, and it's a very busy year. It seems like decade. So we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It was great speaking with you.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.